What's up, insiders? Welcome to 2023 Roofing Materials Guide. This guide is not about asphalt shingles. This guide is about all roofing products available to you. I have 6 different categories, how I personally categorize what's available on the market. There's probably a few more minor categories. If you live in markets like Florida or California or Midwest, most of these 6 categories are available to you. You will see some comments from roofers, what they prefer and like. This is true inside information from the industry leaders. I'm gonna share with you what roofers think behind the scenes and cannot talk online because they're afraid to be sued by huge billion-dollar companies. I'm gonna give you my personal opinion about newest products on the markets like F-Wave and how they compare to something like asphalt shingles and other rubber options on the market. Let's go. I'm gonna start at the end with the products I recommend list. It doesn't mean that they're bad products. It means that in my list of 6 categories, number 6 is the one that's all the way to the bottom. You still can consider it, but it's not the winning category. It's my least favorite category. So just because they're on number 6 doesn't mean that I hate it or I have a beef with the company or I don't like them. Number 6 on my list is newest products like F-Wave and Tesla. I spoke with quite a few homeowners who have Tesla roofs, Tesla tiles on their houses. I've spoke to people who've worked for Tesla, quit, but they have non-compete agreements or non-disclosure agreements. They cannot talk about them. Tesla experienced a lot of nightmare situation in the last few years with the homeowners when they've installed the roof and the roof was not connected to the grid for like 8 or 9 months. Just a lot of growing pains for the companies. Obviously, Tesla has a place on the market. It's promising technology. I would say the reason people go with Tesla and drive Tesla cars, I have a Tesla car, is because we support Elon. We love the mission, the idea behind it, but not always because it makes financial sense, not always because it looks great, which is, I think it looks pretty decent, but I have traveled to a few companies. If you're a roofing contractor, you're probably not going to be making money installing Tesla roofs. Most roofing companies that I have visited installing Tesla roofs as a marketing advantage. When you tell a homeowner that you're installing Tesla roofs, people look at you as market leader. Some companies are the only companies in their states who were able to sign up with a Tesla, but most of them don't make money and they don't want to speak about it. F-Wave, another product, and there's a few others. This is just 2 brands to give you an idea. Every year we have new products introduced to the market. Unfortunately, roofing materials have high failure rate. So we have tons of products on the market that only have been available for a couple of years, and then later you cannot find the material to repair the roof. You have warranty issues and company cannot fulfill them. I am pretty skeptical about F-Wave technology. I visited the plant a couple of years ago, and last few years I've talked to quite a few installers who have issues, especially in the state of Colorado. It has to do something with the altitude, and it's plastic. Time will show if I'm wrong or right on this one, but overall F-Wave, it's too new for me to recommend. I know a lot of contractors are liking the technology, liking the look of it. I have it here. You know, if you come to my office, I'll show it to you. On paper, on the marketing materials, it looks amazing, but because it's plastic, we don't know how it's going to perform in 50 years. And what we have seen so far, you know, we have a right to be concerned. I think there are better options today than F-Wave. So F-Wave, Teslas, few other newer products on the bottom of my list on a roofing guide for 2023. Number 5, wood cedar shakes. There are people who still install and love wood cedar shakes. I've installed it myself. It looks good. I love cedar. It's probably the greenest option available to us. I love the smell of cedar. I love removing cedar. I like cedar inside of my sauna. Cedar is great. Unfortunately, after a couple of years, it looks like crap. If you want to have a cedar in your house, there's no problem with it, but prepare to pay premium price. What the good thing about it, you know, it's sustainable. They are growing those trees back up. It doesn't have to go on the landfill. You can burn it as a firewood. It looks decent first couple of years, and then it's not maintenance free. But overall, not bad option. But with other options on the market, it's only number 5 out of 6. So take it for what it is. I don't love wood cedar shakes. I'm okay with them. There's certain neighborhoods where that's the only option you have. There's parts in the country where cedar shakes are popular and people demand it. So if your associations, your neighborhood requires cedar shakes roof, you can still install it, but you will pay 2 or 3 times more than other options we have. Number 4 on my list is exotic options. You have concrete tiles, slate tiles, you have clay tiles. You have quite a few exotic options, we call them, like slate would be one of them. Overall, good option. Here's what I have to say about heavy products and exotic products. The biggest innovation we have seen in the past 20 years in the roofing industry took not on the material level, but on underlayment level. We have pretty good underlayments, let's face it. If you go to Florida, you have peel and sticks, you have synthetic felt papers, like that's pretty much what makes your roof waterproof. What you put on top of that is not as important. Exotic options like clay, concrete, few others, they're actually just holding down that underlayment, and underlayment is what really keeps it watertight, leak-proof. Exotic options are much heavier, they have big profile, they look good from the ground. Unfortunately, there's a few challenges with it. Let me explain to you one of the examples from California that I have seen 2 years ago. We traveled to this contractor who showed us one of the jobs he was dealing with. Solar company came to install solar panels on a really thick roof. They have quite a few penetrations because solar companies, any third party who will go on your roof will have harder time to work around penetrations. I'm talking about HVAC contractors, I'm talking about solar guys, I'm talking about even plumbers. Anyone who will go on a roof to alter that roof, to add something, it could be your dish antenna, it could be pipe, it could be ventilation. It's very hard to work around concrete, drill through, mount something on the roof, and generally speaking, it's hard to walk on. If you have a slate roof, be careful walking on a slate roof. Tile can break, steel can break, and then now we're talking about replacing it. In Florida, for example, clay manufacturers, companies who do clay, before the hurricane discontinue their tiles. It's a very nasty problem. Not many people are talking about it, but every time there's a major hurricane, clay producers pretty much discontinue the line because they know if they stop producing it, insurance companies will buy more roofs. Because if you cannot find clay tile on the market and few of them are broken from the hurricane, what do you have to do? You cannot match it. Now you have a letter from manufacturer that they don't make that anymore, that profile anymore, and now you have to buy an entire roof, which costs hundreds of thousands of dollars at a time if you have a bigger house with a clay roof. So it's not necessarily fair to insurance companies, so clay manufacturers are playing this game in Florida. That's what I've seen. And overall, while it's beautiful, while it looks good, overall it's number 4. We do have better options. Now the most popular, Asphalt Shingles. This is absolutely number 1 leader by sales, by popularity all over the United States and Canada, 80% of the market. The most noticeable in any neighborhood, Asphalt Shingles. Overall, great option. It's cheaper, it looks decent, it will last 15 to 20 years, so not too bad. Unfortunately, we have a lot of manufacturers who are playing marketing games. One of them is 50-year warranty. Asphalt shingles will not last 50 years, unlike metal and rubber and a few other options on the market. So you can reasonably expect 15 to 20 years, which is most homeowners live in their houses less than 5, so it's not a problem for you. It's a decent option. Now, if your roofer is telling you that all manufacturers are the same, run from them. All manufacturers are not the same. There's pretty big difference between the best product in the asphalt shingle world to the worst product. I would say on the life expectancy ad, we're talking about 5 years. So you can install something cheaper and get 15 years, or you can install premium asphalt shingle and get 20 to 25. That's the difference. So you wanna, first of all, watch our asphalt shingle guide. We've been doing it for the past 5 years. We will do one more video just like this one when I'm gonna weigh them, show you the differences again in 2023. It's coming up in a couple of weeks on this channel. I'm gonna show you how they are different. The devil is in details here. Overall, asphalt shingles are decent option. It's the most economical. Think about this as fast food of roofing industry. Think about this as a Toyota Corolla. Popular car, you get what you paid for. It's reliable, it's cheap, there's a place on the market for it, and asphalt shingles are market leaders for a reason. The problems are also there. It's not sustainable. It's getting pricier and pricier every year. Last year we experienced 30% price increase. It's not a green option. 25% of our landfills are filled with asphalt shingles. So we're talking about 150 million tons are dumped on the landfills every year. Asphalt manufacturers don't want roofers to talk about their problems. A lot of roofers are afraid to speak up, unfortunately. I'm actually dealing with a manufacturer right now who's sending me cease and desist letters just to talk about their issues. I personally paid a lot in legal fees battling these guys. But overall, you know, I still recommend it. I still think there's a place and time for it, and as long as you make educated decision who is installing it, because installation is as important as a product. If you're looking for a roofing contractor to install decent roofing system, check out directory.com. We don't give better recommendations. Directory is the best website to find a roofer. Every single transaction comes with a $20,000 guarantee. Find the roofer there, register the warranty. It's better than any of the manufacturers can give you, and hire with the confidence. Also find the contractors who install the best products, not inferior products. Now we're coming all the way to the top. On the second place today we have metal roofs. I love metal. I travel all over the country. I've been in Florida, I've been in Hawaii, I've been Northeast, Midwest. Metal, pretty much in every market, dominates longevity in the roofing game. You'll see 50-year-old roofs everywhere. I mean, slate will last also 80, 90 years. If you look at the old churches, it's there when it's at the top and nobody's walking to those roofs. But metal is a superior option. Great wind warranty. If it's installed properly, you will never have leaks. Again, something to do with the underlayments, but also it has good hail rating. Overall, good, clean options. Every market will have own leaders. I just put 3 logos here: Chilco, Decra. We have Atco here in Minneapolis, pretty big company locally. Every year I see more and more companies are coming in the market with metal options. Look at the gauge. When you talk to the contractors, I think what's really important is paint warranty. I like stone coated steel. I mean, metal is metal. I think it's superior to asphalt shingles. Of course, just like any product, there's cons to everything. So metal can be dented easily. If you live like in Colorado, hail can destroy metal. At least aesthetics, it's probably not gonna leak, but you're gonna see the dents. We're in Minneapolis, the same problem here. So if you are going with metal, go with the thickest gauge possible. I personally like panels versus standing seam, but standing seam still have a place in the market and they have a lot of good colors. So I think metal overall is much better option than asphalt shingles. But again, if you have a rental property in Atlanta, Georgia, I would not pay 3 times the cost of the roof between asphalt shingles and metal. I would go with asphalt shingles. There's application for every product. You have to look at the cost of your property, of value of your property, how long are you going to be there. There's other factors when choosing a material. So I don't want to sound like I'm always choosing metal over asphalt, and just because it's number 2 and they're number 3, it's better. But I'm telling you that head-to-head metal will beat asphalt shingles in performance, but because of the price and other issues, you have to make educated decision what fits your property. And number 1 on my list is rubber products. You see here Euroshield and Da Vinci as 2 examples. There are a few other rubber products on the market. You can research rubber shingles. I love Euroshield because they're recycled semi-truck tires essentially. It's green, it's sustainable, and overall what I like about it is performance. I've traveled to South Dakota. I've seen it in action. I've seen that hail truly cannot destroy it. Metal can be destroyed by hail, rubber can. Rubber, to me personally, just makes perfect sense. It's pretty much opposite of asphalt shingles when it comes to recycling problem. We've done big piece of content with Business Insider last year on a recycling problem in the roofing industry, and it all comes from asphalt shingles. You can recycle metal, you cannot recycle asphalt shingles. They do recycle, but you're talking about a couple percent of 100%, right? When it comes to Euroshield, it's opposite. They actually take tires, used tires, and they make shingles with it. When asphalt contribute to our landfills, Euroshield literally takes it out. So we need more products like Euroshield because the problem is real. I just came back from Hawaii, and they have 1 landfill on Hawaii, and they say now they're gonna shut it down within a year or so. And the company is paying $400 per dump to dump it there. They have 1 landfill, it's an island, they don't know what to do, what's next? And they are selling asphalt shingles there. So there's no option to recycle on that island. Manufacturers keep dumping shingles on the island, and all the roofs are going to landfill, and landfill is about to shut down. So for me personally, for Dmitry at Roofing Insights, who travel all over the country talking to the contractors, I'm telling you, that's the real problem. So rubber is number 1 for those reasons. It makes sense on the performance. It looks good, it's decent. Of course, it's going to have some cons. Price is one of them, but overall, I think it's one of the better, if not the best options today on the roofing market. And if I would be on the market buying new roof, I would definitely consider it. I don't know if I could afford it. Maybe I would go with the asphalt shingles just because of my budget, but overall, Da Vinci, Euroshield, few other products similar to them are on top of my list. Not the plastic. Do not compare it to plastic. You can't compare rubber to plastic on performance. They might perform similarly, but long term, they're very, very different. Recycled plastic has a lot of issues. Recycled rubber is not as much. That sums it up for today. Comment below what you think. I read all of my comments. If you're a roofing contractor, please let me know what products do you like and install. I promise you I'm gonna reply to you if you ask me a decent question. If you're the homeowner looking to hire a roofer or any other contractor, check out directory.com. We'll help homeowners make educated decisions about products, about hiring contractor. Directory.com will help you along the way in that journey. If this video brought any value today, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.